Hey guys, Darkstar456 or Nemesis Defiance here, and I wanted to talk about how the new update brought us this new assault rifle, which is the M1A1 Carbine. Previously, before that, the only semi-automatic weapon that we had in this game, in the beta, was the M1 Garand, and now we have two semi-automatic weapons, and so I kind of decided that I wanted to compare them a bit. They're both really good weapons, and actually, at the beginning of using each gun, I did go on a little bit of a streak. This clip right here is actually me going on a streak right now. I think I got up to around 7 kills each straight. I wanted to compare it to the M1 Garand because again they're the only semi-automatic weapons, but they do have differences. They're both different in a lot of ways. Because the M1 Garand takes only 2 shots to I think anywhere in the body to kill someone, unless I think a headshot is only going to be 1. The M1A1 Carbine takes 3 shots to kill someone. And we think headshots is probably 1 or 2 shots actually. It should be 1 because it does have a pretty high damage. The Garand has 8 bullets. Meanwhile, the M1A1 Carbine has 15, so that's already an advantage because the Carbine has almost twice as much ammo, but then again it does take 1 extra shot to get off a kill, so the Garand does have that advantage where it can kill faster, but Carbine lasts longer. You don't have to reload as often, which is important because the M1 Garand, because it has less ammo per magazine, you're going to be reloading more often, and you can hear that pinging sound in the distance was actually someone reloading their M1 Garand. The thing about the M1 Garand is that when you reload, it makes a ping sound. You'll see later on in a bit when I'm playing with the M1 Garand, you'll hear every time I reload, it makes a pinging sound. And the thing about the M1 Garand is that every time you reload and that pinging sound is triggered, other people can see. There you go again. Other people can hear when you reload your M1 Garand, not only friendlies but enemies. So every time you reload with the M1 Garand, you're giving away your position. You're letting know people that you are nearby, and it's a very easy way to detect someone because you can sense, or not sense, but you can hear how close they are to you. So that's a little bit of disadvantage because it has less ammo and you're going to be reloading way more often. But the thing is, the Garand still kills way more faster than the M1A1 Carbine does. It, again, is a 2-shot, but the Garand has more recoil, it has higher kickback than the M1A1 Carbine. If you see when I shoot it, it kicks back, but like, it's still pretty straight, it's still pretty stable when I do use it. The M1 Garand, when I shoot it, it does kick back way more. I think probably it's still usable. It's still a usable weapon. And at close range, I think it's very overpowered. Unless you have like I think the WW2 melts way faster than the Garand does. But the Garand still, the recoil at long distances, I find myself having to slow down a bit. When I'm at short ranges, I do try to spam it because I try to take advantage of the fact it's only 2 shots. So I might as well try to spam it and get as many bullets off as fast as you can. And see, you go, at this point, there was some guy far away, and I decided to go ahead and shoot a little bit slower. And so yeah, it does take a little bit more accuracy, a little bit more patience. Again, I think if you're a really good marksman, you can probably spam both of them evenly. And yeah, I think a headshot right there, that was a 1-shot kill to the head. But I do like both. Both guns are very usable, very powerful actually. The M1 Garand is just, you know, a little bit more slower, a little bit more for a marksman type person. Slower kills, more damage, and you probably will reload less often if you're more precise. As you can see here, actually, because of my streak with the M1 Garand, I did get a care package, and I was able to try out, after I re-rolled it, I was able to try out the paratroopers. So you'll see in a moment right now, the paratroopers spawning in, which I think is actually really cool. So yeah, the plane comes by, and they just kind of spawns in the air with their little parachutes on. The thing about the paratroopers, though, is that when they do spawn, enemies can shoot the parachutes, and then they will fall to their death. Another thing, too, is I think they were buffed, because I heard a lot of talk about the paratroopers being pretty underpowered. So you go, paratrooper kills get 5 kills with the paratroopers, which I think is actually pretty decent. A lot of people were saying that they only get like 1 or 2 kills with the paratroopers. Now this weekend, I'm using them, and I got 5 kills with them. I think there was another one, actually. But yeah, I think I'm going to end this off right here. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, both weapons are very good. It's just a matter of preference. M1 Garand is more for a slower marksman type person. The M1A1 Carbine is a little bit more of someone who has a trigger finger and who has good aim, who can keep spraying a lot of damage at once. So yeah, that about ends it right here. Again, thank you all so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more videos like this. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.